Garmin nuvi 42 with the latest maps I just released for the United States. December 2024. You can download it now for both Garmin's like this one and for Basecamp at sat103.com. You will see a link in the pinned comment and in the description if you want to check it out, and you should. So this right here, that's the middle of Boston, right there. And yeah, there are some people that, especially concerning my last video, saying, oh, well, I'll keep using these as long as I can update them with Garmin Express. Well, see, this is the whole point of why I make maps outside of that environment, is so that what if Garmin stops delivering free maps? Well, what do you do then? Well, you go with OpenStreetMap. That's what you have to do. True, you don't get the speed limit or junction view or lane assist or any of that stuff, but what you do get is what matters, which is navigation. That's the whole point. That's why you get OpenStreetMap for these older guys. And it's also a reason, and again, referencing my last video here, it's a reason to have a 42, 44, 52, or 54 nuvi model, so that you can just keep on trucking. Yes, that's the whole point when it comes to these things. And man, you know, when I just examine this, I'm like, I'm glad I can still make it work. I'm so glad I can still make it work. I have not had the best of experiences with smartphone navigation. Not that it doesn't work. I'm sorry, I have to back that up. There are times when it just flat out will not work. Either due to the infamous GPS signal lost, because the phone decides, no, you don't need your GPS antenna right now, I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, that happens more than a little bit. It really does. And it doesn't matter what navigation app you use. Google Maps, Apple Maps, Organic Maps, Magic Earth, here we go, TomTom Go, TomTom Amigo, Map Factor, MapQuest. Doesn't matter. They all have that GPS signal lost problem, which is inherently not part of the app itself. It's the phone. The phone that is doing that for what I would assume to be battery life management. So if it doesn't feel that you need the GPS antenna right there and then, it will just turn it off. Do you have any control over this? No. Okay, not exactly. You can turn off and on location. Yes, you can do that. But what you do not have control over is that when you have location on and you are currently using your navigation app of choice, the phone can still disable location willy-nilly. I mean, I think the way it works is that it feels, I know it's not exactly the right word to use to describe this, but I can't really think of a better one. No, yes I can. Where it determines, there we go. The phone determines sometimes that even with location on, that sometimes the GPS antenna just simply isn't necessary, even if you're in the middle of using it. Yeah. And another thing the phone likes to do is that whole spinning in circles thing. Let me describe what that is. Okay, so you've got your phone. This happens with infotainment too, sometimes. Anyway, you've got your phone, and you'll be in the middle of a route somewhere on the highway, and then the map goes whee, and it just starts spinning around. Why? Why does it do that? I actually know why it does that, because it's the accelerometer in the phone, because it doesn't know where it is. Okay, so and it just happens completely randomly. The phone doesn't know where it is. The accelerometer calibration got out of whack. You know that thing where you can take your phone and put it in it'll say, do a figure eight motion like this, and then it will recalibrate itself? Well, you can't very well do that while you're driving, can you? No, of course not. So it will do the wee spinning in circles thing, and then it will say to go this way when you're actually supposed to go this way, or go this way when you're supposed to go that way. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. And why does it do that? Well, because you carry the phone on you. That's why you put it in your pocket. And the orientation of the phone changes. Now, what you could do is that before you start on a trip, you could stop the car, get outside the car, figure eight the phone to calibrate it, and then put it back in the car, and then go on your way. But isn't that a gigantic waste of time? It starts making these look a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah. You know why Garmin's don't do that? Because you're not carrying them on you. Because its orientation stays the same. That's why. So, yeah, with the phone, okay, sure, you've got better location search. I don't deny that. As a lookup tool, the phone is fantastic for that. But then what I can do is just go here and here and there and there, and then punch in the coordinate, and off I go. So I will use the phone for a location lookup. It's really good at that. But as a navigation tool, no. No. Absolutely not. And especially for the apps that are online only, that require a data connection, those things crap out at the drop of a hat. Absolutely. It's ridiculous. Okay, sorry. Soapbox moment over. I've got the new maps available for the United States. So, sat103.com. You can go and download it. And again, the only one I do is United States. If you need another country, such as Mexico, Canada, anywhere in Europe, or pretty much anywhere else in the world, Open Map Chest has got those. Userbeam.de has those. What's another one? gmaptool.eu. They don't do it. They don't have maps for the world, but for a good chunk of it, there are other options besides my maps. But if you're in the United States, you can use mine. It's free. And if you got one of these older guys, and if you can't update the maps with the Garmin issued maps anymore, use mine instead.